100 women versus accountability. Ooh, God. Hey, females, I know that word is very, very terrifying. I understand if you went ahead and clicked on the video, you clicked the word before I was even able to say the word. I completely get it. But hey, if you decide to stay, let's watch it together and see if this is true. Because it seems like you guys just can't seem to accept responsibility.
You don't have anything on you? You can just grab whatever you need.
Whatever I need.
Yeah, whatever you need, like your phone, your purse, go ahead and grab it.
Is she going somewhere? Or?
Yeah, we're gonna explain everything to you guys.
Excuse me, is my husband coming with?
Yes, yeah, he's taking his phone number down. We're staying in touch with him. We're just going to Downers Grove, so 10 minutes away.
No, I know, but I really would prefer that my husband's with me.
Of course.
Am I in trouble? Like,
No, you're not in trouble. You just have to back of the cop car. They're gonna take you to, your hotel or I don't know, your house, I guess.
Oh my God.
Fellas, do not be fooled by crocodile tears. What you just witnessed was the arrest of 26-year-old Chicago teacher Christina Formella for having a very, very inappropriate relationship with a student. She also happens to be married.
Oh, damn. How did she get caught? Wow.
And she said in the video that she wanted her husband while she was getting arrested.
No, I know, but I really would prefer that my husband's with me.
But I couldn't help but notice, I don't think she wanted her husband very much when she was busy molesting a 15-year-old student for 9 months straight. Yeah, every single tear rolling down this woman's face is a crock of shit.
9?
What the fuck?
So now you've lost your job, you've lost your husband. If you got kids, those are probably going to be, you're definitely not going to have custody of those kids because you are now considered as a PDF file.
Shut the fuck up. God damn, nigga.
Accused pervert teacher Christina Formella makes the high school yearbook despite charges for graping teen. So let me get this straight. Nick Merckx gets removed out of Call of Duty for saying, leave the children alone. But if you're a mildly attractive female teacher, you could have an inappropriate relationship with a minor underage student for 9 months in a row and then still make the yearbook? Someone, please, make this make fucking sense.
I made a video about this, but like I said, they use female to push the whole PDF file agenda among us. You know how they're trying to make us accept the fact that men who are attracted to minors, it's not their fault. Yeah, if you see all the TED Talks and all of these other talk, you will realize that they're using women to do that. Yeah, they use female to push the sexual agenda on the population. So the fact that she made the yearbook, even though she was clearly in the wrong for essaying a minor. People don't look at women the same way they look at men when it comes to sexual activities.
Accused pervert teacher Christina Formella may not work at Downers Grove High School anymore, but she could still be seen in its latest yearbook, not once, but 3 different times. Formella married her high school sweetheart in August and was arrested in March for graping a teenage student roughly 50 times. So this was not a one-off situation. It wasn't a mistake, as some people may try to frame it as. This was a calculated, repeated offending behavior that went on for months. I mean, it's just that simple. There's no way around it. Of course, it's 2025 and we are now in the middle of the dodging accountability Olympics. And I'm not going to lie, guys, when you hear some of the excuses that this woman makes, I think you're going to agree with me. This really might be the final boss of dodging accountability, for real. I've never seen such bullshit that we're about to start reading here. Just buckle up, really, you're gonna need it. This is one of her yearbook pictures, and man, just the fact that it says special services, like, Come on, man. You can't be doing that to us. Like, there's so many jokes written in there, man. There's
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. If that kid in the future decide to make a video and say, hey, by the way, this Christina lady, yeah, you guys remember the incident that happened back in 2000 and when was it? 2025? Yeah, that was me. Bro, I'm telling you, people are going to celebrate this guy. People are going to say, my man, dude, you are a legend. I mean, I'm speaking on the side of the men here. Boys, don't lie to yourself. When you were in high school or middle school, you had a crush on one of your teacher. That's a fact. And I can tell you right now, many of you guys wish that you were the man, the boy that she slept with. Don't lie to yourself. We are in a gooning epidemic. And many of you guys are looking at this and say, damn, I wish that was me.
so many people. She could have done these special services on any of the adult teachers if she wanted to cheat on her husband, but you gotta do the special services to a fucking underage kid? Really? Nah, man, you can't make this shit up. In fact, we're gonna have to whip out the chart of things you hate to see because you really, really, truly do, in fact, hate to see that. She's been charged with 55 crimes, including aggravated assault, aggravated abuse, and grooming. If convicted, the 30-year-old could be sentenced to 60 years in prison. The school's recent...
I guarantee you, I'm gonna make a prediction right now, and maybe the verdict has already happened. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna predict that she's only gonna spend a maximum of 10 years, between 5 and 10. That's my prediction right there. Because for some reason, I don't know why courts this when they look at women and then women start doing that crocodile tear. All of a sudden, the testosterone in the man and the judge all of a sudden just drops, and then they get, you know, massive amount of sympathy, and all logic goes out the door. But this is my prediction, guys. She is only going to get 10 years max.
Recently released 2025 yearbook features her headshot as well as group photos showing her posing with the boys soccer team and JV girls soccer teams that she coached. So these are the pictures that appeared in the yearbook here. And guys, does anyone really believe this woman's gonna go to jail for 60 years? You think a judge is gonna see this girl and send her away for 60 fucking years? I hope he does, but I have no faith that that's gonna happen, right? And it really shouldn't surprise anybody when it doesn't happen. She might go away for a little bit, but getting the maximum sentence for something like this, I wish I could say that there was going to be justice on this one, but we don't live in no fairy tale world, as Morgan Freeman once said. Now here's a picture of her and her husband. Apparently, this guy has been standing right alongside her in court every day that this has been going down, which...
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, big boy. You disgust me, my dog. Yeah. See, imagine if the roles were flipped. Imagine the reaction you're gonna have. Imagine the emotion that's going to be going through your mind. How could this man sleep with a 50-year-old? How dare he? And then on top of that, you see this. And now he's holding hand with his wife. Do you honestly going to, you know, look at her and be like, oh, she's so brave. She's so strong. Oh, girl, you are so strong. No. All of you guys are going to say, this is disgusting. You need to let go of this man. And now I'm saying this. I'm saying that he needs to let go of her. Because if she is willing to go down at the age that she did, imagine if a regular man who is of age. I mean, let's be honest.
Bro, look, I feel bad. I understand people do crazy things when they're hurt and when they're in survival mode, but damn, man, like, this is so fucking embarrassing if you're this dude. And look at this guy, man. This is not some loser-ass motherfucker, all right? This is a good-looking dude. He's tall. He's in shape. Like, brother, what are you doing? I know the vows say through better and through worse, but this is just a blatant breach of the contract here. You're allowed to fucking leave after something like this happens. You are. I don't know if bro is in denial about what happened, but wait until you see the type of shit that she says about this student, and you guys are gonna realize this woman is very sick in the head. There's something wrong with her. She's actually in love with this 15, 16-year-old student. She doesn't love her husband. She loves this student. Just wait till we start reading this. Investigators allege that she had relations with the teen at least 45 times at the school where she was a special education teacher. She also had relationships with him 5 times at her home during school hours, according to prosecutors. Man, that is a new level of disrespect. First of all, this entire thing is just completely fucked up. But cheating on your husband in his own home when he's at work, absolutely unforgivable, bro. For real. This dude has got to leave, and he's got to leave fast. Especially when you start hearing this startup. Formella, who denied assaulting the teen and has claimed she was being blackmailed by her accuser, insisted she was being targeted because, quote, she's good looking. I had to stop and read that twice to make sure I was seeing what the fuck I thought I was seeing. What an absolutely ridiculous thing to default to, man. Like, please. The new joke on the internet's going 100 women versus accountability. Come on, man. You're being targeted because you're good looking? You may be good looking in the school system, right? Where you're up a couple of points in that environment. But out in the real world, this is a solid 6, all right? She's nothing special. The illicit relationship began in January 2023, and the boy ended it in September of that year. So 9 months it went on.
Hey, I'm still trying to figure out who snitched. That's all I'm trying to figure out. Like, who was the person that said, you know what? I've seen enough. I'm going to go ahead and snitch on these people. Was it the boy? Because obviously it wasn't her because she was shocked when she got arrested. So somebody found out. I mean, 9 months? Yeah, it's kind of obvious because that's a special type of relationship right there.
For about 2 years ago now. All right, fellas, I'm going to give you a trigger warning before we start reading what she wrote in her diary about this student. This is just straight up sick and deranged, and no person should ever get away with something like this. I don't care, man. According to diary entries that prosecutors found on her phone, she also seemed to blame the teen for, quote, ruining her marriage. It says, and I quote, I went back and screenshotted every single time that I said we should break up until after the wedding and after you graduated. And every single effing time you came back and convinced me it would be fine, she wrote. You, in all capitals, ruined us. I warned you we should never have started dating a long fucking time ago, and you gaslit me and convinced me it was fine. What kind of fucking moron would ever in a million years believe something like this? You're telling me a 16-year-old gaslit and manipulated you? I think she's the problem, bro. I
swear to God, if this slide in court and people actually buys her lies, we're boys, we are finished. We are done. Because this means that females cannot get away with anything, and they will not be held responsible for anything that they ever do. If this is what she uses in court, and the judge is like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sorry about that. You know, I completely understand that he ruined your whole life and stuff like that. And because of that, we're going to give you a less sentencing. I'm sorry. If that happens, bro, that is...
just gonna say that. Imagine getting manipulated by a 16-year-old. A 16-year-old said it was gonna be fine, so you believed it? I can't believe my fucking eyes. This kid ruined her marriage, this underage kid, really. And I do want to call attention back to the very first thing in there. She said that we should break up until after the wedding. So she knew she was getting married. She was banging this kid. She wanted to get married and then resume banging him after. Bro, what the fuck? I'm genuinely speechless.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right there, man. Again, the name of the video is 100 Women versus Accountability, and if you want to find out exactly who this YouTuber is, there it is. You're welcome. And with that being said, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my old prediction. She's a pretty woman, and she's probably gonna use a lot of crocodile tears in court. She's gonna blame, shift all the blame onto that 15-year-old boy, saying that, he is responsible for all of this, and she's not gonna take any accountability. And based off of all these, I'm just gonna go ahead and say maximum she's gonna get is probably 10 years. That's if she gets there. But yeah. Later.